Hey everybody, I wanted to make this video to go over the movie Philadelphia before we discuss it today. So Philadelphia, it's released in 1993. It's really one of the first movies to tackle this issue of prejudice and all these myths around HIV, AIDS, and homophobia. It stars Tom Hanks, Denzel Washington, and Antonio Banderas. The film is based on several real people, and Tom Hanks actually won his first Oscar in this film. So, to summarize Andy Beckett in the beginning, he's a young lawyer in the city of Philadelphia, straight out of UPenn. He's popular and outgoing, funny and witty. He seems to make everyone laugh. He is recently promoted to senior associate, and he's an exceptionally talented lawyer. He wins a lot of high profile cases. So, for the plot, Andy develops symptoms of AIDS, and he has to hide these at work. He ends up taking a few days off, has to say he went on a vacation, and during that time, some files are mysteriously lost, and Andy is blamed for that. They're found at the last second, but this is used as an excuse to fire Andy, and the associates claim he has a foggy memory, an attitude problem. So Andy goes and hires Joe Miller, Denzel Washington, who's a little bit of a sleazy lawyer, but I think this case turns him into a different person. And they sue for discrimination. The law partners try to make it seem like he's fired for incompetence, like he messed up, he was losing things, not AIDS. So they have to prove that it was in fact the AIDS that got him fired. And this legal battle lasts over, the next hour of the movie, several scenes of trials, and there's a lot of witnesses and testimony. So to go into one of the scenes here at the library, this is right after he gets fired. He is researching discrimination law, and a librarian very rudely comes up to him and asks him to move into a private room, like several times. Everyone's staring at him. Joe happens to be there. Denzel's character comes over and comforts him. It kind of forces the librarian to walk away. This just shows some of the discrimination that people who are accused of having AIDS are facing daily. In this scene, he is at a party with his boyfriend, and they're both dressed as sailors. The significance of this was that at the same time, people in the military who maybe gay or lesbian were being asked to hide that identity. So this is being seen as commentary on Don't Ask, Don't Tell. In this scene, this is like one of the many courtroom scenes, which I think is, kind of famous for Denzel's performance. Denzel recently just discovers that he is kind of homophobic and is triggered by those sort of things. But then he uses this tactic in the courtroom. So he starts to, kind of accuse the law partners maybe of being gay, using certain words to trigger them, to try to get them to show that they are very fearful of, themselves even being gay. The ending here, Andy does end up dying in the hospital. AIDS cripples him, destroys his immune system. And Joe is able to prove that Andy's lesions, these marks on his body from AIDS, were visible to the law partners, and that they had to have known he had AIDS. Andy Beckett wins the case, and the law firm is sued for $4 million in discrimination, along with pay for Andy, and he passes away at the end of the movie. So some discussion questions we're going to look at. Which scenes in particular affected you? Why were these scenes significant? How did they affect you? 2, what insights did you gain about the plight of people with AIDS in the US? 3, why do you think it can be difficult for someone to come out or, to tell other people that they're gay or lesbian to people you see and interact with daily? 4, in what ways, I should change that, do people of the LGBT community face discrimination? In what ways is this discrimination hidden? So let's go on to the discussion questions. Please make sure to post your own comment and then reply to one other person. Have a great day, everybody.